Hello everyone, in this episode we will talk about some fascinating stories that occurred in the state of Wei. After the division of Jin into 3 states. If you enjoy this content, please like and follow. There was a man named Wei Si, who is the first Marquis Wen of Wei State. He was a grandson of Wei Ju. Wei Ju is a Marquis Huan of Wei State. As the first ruler of the Wei State, Wei Si invited Bu Zixia and Tian Zifang to be his teachers. Whenever he passed by Duangan Mu's residence, he would bow his head in respect. These 3 people are all moral paragons with high social standing. At that time, the heroes all over the China and talented people from all directions, hearing of Wei Si's respect for the virtuous, held him in high regard and many sought positions in the state of Wei. Another time, Wei Si was hosting a banquet with his officials, drinking happily when it suddenly began to rain. Wei Si ordered his servant prepare the house and carriage and head to the suburbs. His officials tried to dissuade him and saying, "We are all drinking and having fun, and now it's raining. Where are you going?" Wei Si replied, I remember I had an appointment with the Yu Ren, that is a government official managing agriculture and forestry, to hunt. He has an appointment to hunt with that guy today. Even though we are having a good time, how can I not show up and inform him in person? He then went to personally inform the Yu Ren to reschedule the hunt. This action, though overly meticulous, displayed his respect for talent and commitment to promises. Another time, when Han State invited Wei to join in attacking Zhao State, Wei Si refused, saying, Wei State and Zhao State are brotherly states. I dare not comply. Zhao State, upon hearing that Han State was planning to attack, also sought Wei's help to strike Han State. This time, Wei Si gave the same response, angering both states. However, when they later understood Wei Si's genuine feelings, they were moved and paid homage to Wei State. This situation exemplified the strategy of benefiting from the conflict between 2 rivals, with neither daring to initiate war lightly, thus maintaining a balance. Also, one time, Wei Si invited Tian Zifang, a renowned Confucian scholar and Wei Si's friend who studied under Zigong, a disciple of Confucius. Invite this man for a drink, with palace musicians playing nearby. And Wei Si suddenly said, "The sound seems off. It feels like the pitch of the chime bells is too high." Tian Zifang smiled silently. Wei Si asked, "Why are you smiling?" And Tian Zifang replied, "A ruler only needs to understand the role of the music official, not the music itself. Your deep knowledge of music might distract you from knowing your officials well. Wei Si was enlightened by this. Wei Si's song, named Wei Ji, once encountered Tian Zifang on the road and hurriedly dismounted and bowed by the roadside. Tian Zifang did not return the gesture and just walked away. Wei Ji, furious, grabbed Tian Zifang and asked, "In this world, should the wealthy and the noble be arrogant, or the poor and lowly?" Tian Zifang replied, "Obviously, the poor can be arrogant, but the rich and the noble dare not." A ruler's arrogance can lead to losing his state, and an official's arrogance can lead to losing his family. The poor have nothing to lose and can live whenever their advice is ignored or actions unappreciated. Wow. Wei Ji just kept silent for a while and apologized for his rudeness, recognizing that showing humility while in power would earn praise and respect from others. And Wei Si once asked his minister Li Ke, who was the governor of Zhongshan State, now is in the Dingzhou of Hebei province in China. "You once said when a family is poor, they think a good wife. When a state is in turmoil, they think of a good prime minister. I'm now considering 2 candidates for the position of prime minister, Wei Cheng or Zhai Huang. Who do you think is more suitable?" Li Ke replied, "A person of low status should not decide matters of high importance, and those with distant relationships should not discuss close ones. I am outside the palace gates and dare not offer an open opinion." Li Ke's response was a cautious avoidance of offending anyone in such a sensitive matter. Wei Si insisted for the answer. "Do not evade the question, you must speak." Li Ke then said, "The suitability of a prime minister is evident through certain criteria which you might have overlooked. Observe who they associate with in ordinary times. When they have wealth, see where they spend it. When they hold high office, have the authority, see whom they recommend it. In poverty, see what they refuse to do. In hardship, see if they accept unjust gains. These 5 observations can lead to a conclusion without me needing to see more. This reflects the wisdom also in modern management, providing options and criteria for decision making rather than direct answers, thus guiding the leader to make informed decisions." And Wei Si are very pleased with this response. He said, "Very well. Please return to your residence for a rest, and I have made my decision." After leaving Wei Si's palace, Li Ke encountered Zhai Huang. Zhai Huang asked, "I heard the Marquis consulted you today about the prime minister's position, and who was chosen?" Li Ke candidly replied, "Wei Cheng." This straightforwardness is intriguing. When Wei Si consulted Li Ke, he avoided naming anyone directly. However, when Zhai Huang inquired, Li Ke promptly named Wei Cheng. But why? When Zhai Huang came to ask, Li Ke had two options: claiming ignorance, stating it with a Marquis decision, or directly naming his choice. Most might choose the first to avoid offending Zhai Huang or hinting vaguely about support. Yet Li Ke opted for the second, understanding Zhai Huang's eagerness and avoiding fostering suspicion or resentment. When people achieve something, they believe it's due to their own merit. Conversely, when they fail, they suspect unfairness. So if Li Ke had evaded the question, Zhai Huang might have harbored distrust, leading to future conflicts. And Zhai Huang, upon hearing Li Ke's answer, was deeply dissatisfied and arguing. I recommended Wu Qi as the governor of Xihe, and Ximen Bao for the inner territory of Ye County. For the conquest of Zhongshan State, I recommended Leyang, and when Zhongshan State was captured, I suggested you to guard it. For the prince's tutor, I recommended Xu Houfu. With such achievements, how am I inferior to Wei Cheng? And Li Ke retorted, did you introduce me to the Marquis to form a clique and seek high office? When the Marquis asked for my opinion on the Prime Minister, I laid out the criteria for selection. Thus, I inferred the Marquis would choose Wei Cheng because Wei Cheng spends 9/10 of his 1,000 merits of income on others and keeps only 1/10 for himself. Thus, he has earned the respect of Bu Zixia, Tian Zifang, and Duan Ganmu. They are all the very famous Confucius disciples, whom the Marquis reveres as teachers. While your 5 recommendations are merely subjects, how can you compete with Wei Cheng? In fact, these words has another potential meaning, because Zhai Huang recommends 5 persons. These 5 persons, 2 of these 5 control the military rights as general, and another 2 control the rights to govern the city, and left one is teacher's prince. They have the real authority to control, govern, and manage the country of the state of the Wei. So, if not like Wei Cheng recommends those 3 persons. They are just the moral standards as Confucius disciples. And Wei Cheng, on the wealth, he didn't save much money like Zhai Huang. So in the political, from the how can I say? From the political perspective, for the Marquis of the Wei state, he must think Wei Cheng is more safer than the Zhai Huang. So after that, after hearing that, Zhai Huang finally realized what's the meaning and prompt shift attitude. He finally said, I, Zhai Huang, am indeed a crude person, lacking foresight. I apologize and wish to be your lifelong disciple. This exchange highlights the intricate nature of human relationships and the subtlety needed in handling power dynamics with valuable lessons, applicable even in modern corporate and bureaucratic environments. All right, this story in our video for today, that's all. And in the next episode, I'll continue. We tell about more stories of Chinese history. If you enjoy this, please like and follow. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye.